Okay, good evening, everyone. I think for the online, I hope my voice is clear for you. Can you please confirm me online whether I'm audible or not? Okay, fine. So we can start now. So in the last class, which topic we have seen? PV, PVPC, not PVPVC, yeah? Okay. So in today's session, I'm going to teach you the concept called monitoring. Which one? Yesterday notes, huh? I'll upload now. Every day. One more thing. First of all, let me give you a second. These current notes also I haven't uploaded to the previous class. Basically, in like recent days, I'm forgetting like uploading the notes also in Telegram. Unfortunately, today I haven't checked it. I think so. Okay, fine. Let me get this one. Sometimes what happen, like after the session is end, so I'm gonna interact with doubts and queries with you. So I'll forget eventually. And no, it just tomorrow is the last class for Git. Okay. And after that, I'll start Maven and then eventually Jenkins. Okay. So guys, in today's session, we are going to see the concept called Git. Not Git. Sorry, is the previous session. Okay. Today I'm gonna start the concept called monitoring concept. Which concept? Sir, first of all, what is monitoring? To keep checking. See, in real time, what happened, I'll just directly go and explain the real time scenario, how this monitoring will work. Sir, in real time, we'll be having hundreds of servers. Definitely. So in my organization, we have 205 servers. 205. That everything we need to manage, okay? AWS and on-prem together. AWS we have and on-prem also. Completely mixed. Why? Because we have almost 11 clients. For each client, 2 web servers, 2 app, 2 database, 1 bastion, 1 proxy. I mean like 2 proxies. So you can get 10 at least. So 10 into 11, what is the bill? I mean like what is the count? 110. And coming to the on-prem also same thing. We have 45 lakhs just. Only per 1 month, I'm telling. So let me draw some servers for you. Of course, these are not servers, but I assume like it is a server, okay? So I'll be having 4 servers here. How many? But in real time, I have hundreds of servers. Let's assume in these servers, we are running the application. What we are running? Sir, unfortunately, due to this server got crashed. This server got crashed. We are going to create the new server, right? And if this server is running out of the disk, or if any server got failed, or if the server got crashed, we are going to get an email. What we are going to get? So this so and so server got crashed. But how will we get the email? And how will we know this server is not working? Service is stopped or server is running on heavy load. How will we get? There is a concept called monitoring. In real-time organization, whenever if you go to any company, we have a monitoring server. What do we have? This is my monitoring server. The main agenda of the monitoring server is to monitor all these nodes actually. What is the main agenda of monitoring server? To monitor all of these nodes. See, for example, if I have 100 servers, I'll be connecting these 100 servers to my main server called monitoring server. Which server? So this will be my worker nodes, which will run my application. And this is what I can call as monitoring server. So guys, what happen is whenever if you're having this monitoring server, the main responsibility of this monitoring server is to monitor the servers and to check the metrics. Metrics means what? CPU, memory, RAM, disk space. Everything is need to monitor by the main server. Okay, now main server will monitor. But here for monitoring, which kind of tool we need to use? There are hell lot of tools in the market. Okay, not one or two, hell lot of tools. Nagios, ELK stack like Elasticsearch, Logstash, Kibana, Jabix, as well as something called as Prometheus, Grafana. And apart from that, we have Splunk, we have New Relic, we have Datadog. Like this, some n number of tools will be available in the market. But among them, the king of all tools will be Prometheus Grafana monitoring. Why? Because this will provide n number of extensions to add to our dashboard. I'll show you the dashboard. After showing the dashboard, you only tell that this is the best tool for monitoring. Without seeing second tool, you will directly tell this is the best one. Okay. So now let's understand what is the Prometheus and Grafana. Basically, if you go to the notes here, in the notes I have mentioned this one. Where is my 430 batch? Give me a second, guys. So Prometheus. Majorly used. And everybody is using Prometheus DZ only. Even if you go and check any job description, majority of the job descriptions are using the Prometheus Grafana itself. So you can go and check here. Prometheus is a open source monitoring system that is especially well suited for the cloud native environment like Kubernetes. Of course, we can monitor the monolithic architecture and we can monitor the microservice architecture. But it is well designed for the Kubernetes environment. It can monitor the performance of your application and services. That means it can monitor how your application is running. And service also. For example, I have Apache service. Which service? It is going to tell me whether that service is running or not. It can send me the mail. Whenever if the server got stopped, Apache service got stopped, it can trigger an email for me. And it will send the alerts if there is any. For example, if my so-and-so server, out of the 100 server, I have any issue with server number 1. This server number 1 is having the issue. Now, this Prometheus server, that means my monitoring server will send me an alert for me. Like, hey, DevOps engineer, this server is not responding. Please go and check. Now, based upon that email, I'm going to perform the troubleshooting for my server itself. The next year, it has a powerful query language. It has what here? Powerful query language. Basically, we have config map and secrets, right? How is it config map and secret? Basically, I need to cover that one, but unfortunately, I forgot. Okay. We'll cover config map secret now or like Prometheus Grafana now. Basically, Acha, let me do one thing. Basically, these two topics doesn't have any interlinking. I'll go for monitoring and then I can go for the config map and secret. Why? Because we don't have any interlinking now. So it's completely fine. I was thinking like there is a concept missing on Kubernetes. Then I suddenly realized, okay, like config map and secret is not completed. Okay, fine. I'll cover that one later. Why? Because we don't have any interlinking with them. I can cover that later. So Prometheus will be having a powerful query language. What Prometheus is having? Powerful query language that allow you to analyze the data. So it is going to pull the metrics, like it is going to store the data on time series database. For example, see in the server 1 at morning 9 a.m. I have the CPU and memory information. Whatever the CPU and memory information I'm collecting on this server. Now in this Prometheus, I have a database. Whatever the information I collect on the server, it is going to store on the database. And again in worker node 2 at morning 9 a.m. What is the CPU and memory usage? Again in worker node 3, what is the CPU and memory usage at morning 9 a.m. 9 a.m. Like this, for every second, this Prometheus and Grafana will store the data on the database. That is called as TSDB. That means time series database. Which database? Correct. After that, so this Prometheus is a standalone system. Okay. It is standalone. That means everything will be having on a single server. So we don't have 3 servers to like monitor application. Everything will be installed on a single server itself. But it can also include in the conjunction with other tools like alert manager, and it is to send the alerts based upon the data it collects. So it can integrate tools which PagerDuty, Teams, Slacks, emails to send the alert. For example, see with the Prometheus tool, we can integrate Teams, Microsoft Teams, email, and Slacks to generate the notification. For example, if any of the server is not working, so from the email, we can get a notification. This is not working, this server. So like that, we are going to get the mails from the Prometheus server. So it collects the metrics. It has a rich set of integration with other tools and system. For example, you can use Prometheus to monitor your health of the Kubernetes cluster, and it can integrate with the Grafana to visualize the data. So this is what exactly the Prometheus. But instead of remembering the entire data, I'm going to give the synopsis. What I'm going to give here? This synopsis, where is synopsis? This synopsis will give the complete clarity about the tool. What is the synopsis? So Prometheus is a open source and free monitoring tool. It collects the metrics. What is gonna collect? And whatever the metrics you collected, it is gonna store on the time series database. That is gonna store on the Prometheus server itself. So to collect the metrics, we can use PromQL language. Which language? How it is gonna work? For example, in this server, I want to see the CPU information. From this main server, I'm gonna run the query. That query is called as PromQL. For example, in database, if you know database, there is something called as queries. What is the meaning of query? If you want any kind of data, you can run the query. It is gonna get the data. Here also, if I want to get the CPU information from this worker node, from this main monitoring server, I can run that query. And based upon that query, this worker node will give the data, and the data will be storing on time series database. Where it is gonna store on? Let me write here TSDB, time series database. Definitely. There is a like profile called support engineers. Support engineer is nothing but like monitoring only. That is their work actually. Uh, that is the reason why we put the encryption. Basically, I'll tell you, if you want to access any kind of server, the first thing you need to have is VPN. If you have VPN, then only you can access server. For example, I want to access server. I need to download VPN to my local laptop. And that VPN will be given by IT team only. They won't download to all the laptops. If you want, they will download that VPN to your laptop only. Like that. So this Prometheus can integrate with a lot of tools like PagerDuty, Slack, and email to get the notification. And what is the port number of Prometheus? 9090. So when you come to the components of the Prometheus, so Prometheus will be having the following components. So there is a main server that is going to store the data on time series database. It is my main server here. In this main server, time series database will be have. This time series database will store the data from the worker node. And how will worker node give the data? If you run the PromQL language, PromQL stands for Prometheus query language. So this Prometheus query language will be executing on this worker node, and this worker node will send the data to the time series database. This is how the bidirectional working is going to happen. First of all, Prometheus server will execute the query to the worker node. Worker node will give the data to the Prometheus server, and the data is going to store on time series database. Correct. So a query language called PromQL is used to retrieve and analyze the data. Already I said. So if you want to retrieve the data, you need to use something called as PromQL. So a set of exporter you need to use to collect the metrics. Basically, there is a concept called like what we call node exporter. Which one? Here the main functionality of the node exporter is to get the metrics. See, currently, if I run the query from my main server to the worker node will give the query. But how will worker node store the data in the worker node? We are going to install the component called node exporter. What I'll install? If I install node exporter on the worker node, then only I can be able to send data to my Prometheus server. If I don't install node exporter in this worker node cannot send data to the main server. Sorry, worker node cannot send data to the main monitoring server. How can we see it? No, that is the point we mentioned here. Okay, a set of exporter that are used to collect the metrics. Already we said, so Prometheus will collect the metrics. How it will collect? Initially, we install node exporter on the worker node. If I install node exporter will catch the metrics. And what are the metrics catched by node exporter? Prometheus will run the PromQL. In that PromQL, node exporter will take the query, execute the query, and give data to the main server. And the main server is gonna store data on the time series database. So after that, a set of alerting rules can be triggered. Notification based on data. That means already we said if any data is out of exception, for example, if your CP is more than 70% consumed, it is going to send an email alert for it like that. So now let's go and do some practical stuff. Now you'll get some idea. Okay, theoretical will be somewhat of understandable, but if you do the practical part, it is going to be very, very easy for you to understand. So guys, to perform the practical part here, I'm going to create my main server that is for monitoring purpose. So I'll go here and take my monitoring server. You can call it as monitoring server or you can call it as Prometheus Grafana server. But I'm going to call it as monitoring server. So click on Amazon Linux 2. T2 micro. Normal keypad. So definitely you need to enable 3 ports. One is for Prometheus, one is for Grafana, one is for Node Exporter. So I'm using all traffic and EBS 8 GB is fine. Just a normal EC2 instance, that's it. And if you go to my GitHub in the Raham Sheikh account, you can see the all setups. Are you seeing all setups here in the repository section? In these all setups, you can go and check. There is a concept called PGN script. Which script? So basically, this PGN is nothing but Prometheus, Grafana, and Node Exporter. But for my simplicity, I called as PGN. Why? Because P for Prometheus, Grafana, and N for Node Exporter. So it is a shortcut name what I put. So you can go and see, are you seeing the script here? How many number of lines we are having for the script here? 103. You know, basically to set up Prometheus, Grafana, and Node Exporter, how much time it will take? I think in the demos, I said it for you. To set up Prometheus, Grafana, and Node Exporter, it will take 1 hour for ChatGPT. You guys are able to hear me now? So in the ChatGPT, I'm asking here, stay logged out. I don't want to log in. How much time it required to set up Prometheus, Grafana, and Node Exporter? So I'm asking ChatGPT. Let's go and check how much time ChatGPT will take. Okay. So in the meanwhile, I'll try to connect to my monitoring server to the mobile storm. So now you can go and check here. Sir, ChatGPT is taking how much time? Overall initial setup. Like, let me go for one by one. Okay. Let me generate one more time. How much time? Basically, here I have given the wrong prompt here. Required. Spelling mistake. Basically, I need to mention this one. No, no. How much time to install? Not to set up. Let me go here. How much time required to install? I need to mention this one. Why? Because if you don't give proper prompt, ChatGPT will not give the appropriate result. Okay. See, for Node Exporter, how much time it will take? 15. But for me, 1 second is enough. Only 1 second. Huh? And for a Prometheus, how much time it will take? 30 minutes. For me, 3 seconds. Enough. Only 3. And for Grafana, how much time? 30 minutes. But I want 15 to 20 minutes. So sorry, 15 to 20 seconds. Totally, here you can go 30 minutes plus 30 minutes. What is the value? 1 hour. And here for 15. That means 1 hour, 15 minutes. But I can do the same thing within 20 seconds. How many seconds? 20 seconds. Let me show you. I'll be going here and copying the script here. I'll directly go to my server. Sudo -i and I'll be giving VM pgn.sh. Script name can be anything, it doesn't matter. I'll directly go sh pg.sh. Within 25 seconds, your setup will be done now. Prometheus done within 3 seconds only. Grafana will take some time. Okay, why? Because Grafana setup will take 109 MB, I think so. That is the reason. If you can go and see 111 MB, it got updated recently. So till it is 109 MB only. Total together, 1111. So now once Grafana is done, node exporter will take only 1 second. See, Grafana is done now. It is waiting for service to activate. Node exporter done. So everything is like done within la fixed time or not, sir? But again, here we have some internet issue. That is the reason it got stuck. Okay. So if you can go and see, my here node exporter is also downloaded and I am able to work with the node exporter also. Guys, here we have some internet issue. That is the reason it got stuck. Okay. So we have a lot of internet issues. So now if you can go and see, if you want me to show it practically, copy the public IP address of your server. What is the Prometheus port number? Are you able to see dashboard here? Is it loading or not, sir? And what is the port number of node exporter? It is 9100. Are you seeing node exporter matrix here? Node exporter purpose is to collect the matrix. And the port number of Grafana will be 3000. What is the port number? So all of the setup be done within 30 seconds or not, sir? But ChatGPT is doing how much? 1 hour. Okay. So don't believe on ChatGPT. Whatever you are seeing on ChatGPT and whatever you are seeing on Google, it's not correct, guys. Okay. That is the main thing I want to convey for all of you. You can use this script on your real time also. Even a lot of the organization, like my students, where like they have learned course here, those people are using these scripts in their real time work. Okay, you can use them as this. Fine. So now you can go and see what is the purpose of this Prometheus. It is to get the metrics of the worker node. To get the metrics of worker node, what I need to execute here? PromQL. What I need to execute? So if I install if I execute PromQL like this, for example, I want to get the CPU information. So just to put CPU, if you type here CPU, automatically prompt will come here. Node CPU totally seconds. No, sir, I want to get the memory information. Just if I type here memory. So in the memory section, you can see total number of active bytes. Is the total number of active bytes here? That means just if I type memory, automatically prompt will come here. So click on execute. Are you seeing data here? Now, how I am getting the value? The moment if I execute the Prometheus query language, node exporter will collect the metrics. Already, if you can go and see, is node exporter having the metrics or not, sir? Now, node exporter will give the metrics to the monitoring server, and this monitoring server will store the data on the time series database. That means in future, if you want to go and get the same values, you can go to Pixutum and you can check the values also. This is how the bidirectional workflow will work. Prometheus will execute what? PromQL. So data will be given by worker node through node exporter. And whatever the data given by node exporter will be giving to the time series database. Are these 3 points clear? Online, can you please confirm me? Are these 3 points clear for all of you or not? I'll tell you. Online, is a point clear for all of you? Okay. So Ankit, for you, listen one more time. Monitoring server will execute PromQL. Why? Because to get the data. In worker node, already we install node exporter. What is the work of node exporter? To get the values from the worker nodes, metrics. If you can go and see, are you seeing the metrics here? All these metrics has been connected from the node exporter will store the metrics. And whatever the query I run, based upon the query, node exporter will sell the data to the monitoring server. And now the monitoring server will store the data on the time series database. For example, if I don't install node exporter here, I cannot get the metrics. So node exporter is the major thing what you need to focus on. That's it. Fine. Sir, like that, for example, I want to see now like some other information. I want to see node memory bytes. That means how much of memory is free. Just type here memory. I want to see how much of memory is free here. Now you can go ahead and see. Node memory free bytes. Are you seeing this one, memory? If you click on this one, if you click on execute, are you seeing the data or not, sir? So you can see, you can get one result. So execution time will be 14, like 14, sorry, execution time will be 400 milliseconds. That means 400 milliseconds, we can get the data within 400 milliseconds only. Like that. So for example, you don't want to see data like this. You can see data like this. But if I want to see data on table format, are you seeing graph here? In the graph, you can see like this. For example, if I place my cursor at the time of 12:57, what is the value? 11440128. But if I scroll up here, eventually the time will change or not, sir? See, currently it is the value. But if you scroll up here, but for previously, currently like now the time is 12:57:34. But if I go to the spike here, in 12:57, 48 seconds, the value is completely changed or not, sir? Previously, at 12 hours, 57 minutes, 34 seconds, value will be double one. But within 5 seconds only, 12 hours, 57 seconds at 48 seconds. I mean, 57 minutes at 48 seconds. The value will go from 30. That means the value got spiked or not, sir? So like this, you can check the value for every second. You can check the value for. And from here, if I keep scroll down, the value from 30 is going to become 28. Now again, it will come back to 26. Again, it will come back to 25. Is it coming down or not, sir? So like this, you can check the value. So not only CPU information, if you want to check memory information also, you can check. For example, it is black and white console. If you want white console, you can click on this setting symbol. This setting symbol, if you click on this moon symbol, it is going to use a dark theme and it is the light theme for us. You can select whatever the theme. Here you can see the time here and you can see the values. Are you seeing the values here? And are you seeing the time here? At 12:10, at 12:15, like that. And one more thing you need to understand is here. For example, you want to get the value from last 5 minutes. Here you can go and put 5M. What I need to put here? 5M means I'll get the value from last 5 minutes only. Are you seeing the value from like last 5 minutes here? Which is going to give the detailed information. No, sir, I want to get the value from last 1 minute. So put 1M. Am I getting the value of last 1 minute here? You can see for every second it is changing. Are you seeing the spike symbol here? For every second, is it changing the value or not, sir? Like this. Okay. So it is for every second also we can be able to monitor. So not only memory information, we can also monitor the CPU information. For example, if I want to monitor the CPU information, wait, battery is running low. Give me a second. We can turn this on. There is a switch here. Switch on all, yeah. Give me 1 second online. Can anyone try to change it? It's working. Yeah, fine. Thank you. So guys, not only memory information, even if you want to check the CPU information, you can check CPU. Here memory means RAM, not ROM. Sir, for example, if I want to check the ROM information, in that case, you can go and check file system. What I want to check here? Node file system files free. That means how much of free data is available. Just to go and click on execute. Now you can check how much of data is available. See, you can check data for every 1 second also. Are you seeing it now? But I'm putting it default for 1 hour. So from last 1 hour, like how much of data is available? Are you seeing the data or not, sir, here? And the same thing you can see from the graphical format. You can see the data in the form of bytes only. So like this, you can be able to get whatever data you want, but the background functionality will be bidirectional. Execute the query, metric server will give it. It is going to store on the time series database. So this is the concept of the Prometheus. But sir, in Prometheus, what is the disadvantage, You need to execute query whenever you want to see information. For example, I want to monitor my node information for every 1 second. So definitely I need to pass data for every 1 second. So in that case, we are going to use a component called Grafana. What are we gonna use? What is the advantage of Grafana? You know, Prometheus will show the data whenever we give the query. But Grafana is not like that. Grafana is gonna create the dashboard. That means whatever the data you want to monitor, if you create a dashboard, okay, if you create dashboard, the dashboard will monitor the data for continuously for every 1 second. So you need not to run any kind of queries now. Understand one thing logically. If I want to see CPU information, query need to be enabled. Or for memory information, query need to be run. Or from any other some XYZ information, I need to run here. That means everything is based on query only. So that is the reason I don't want Prometheus. If I go to Grafana, in the Grafana, I'm gonna log in with the admin user. Guys, default user of Grafana will be admin and password will be admin. But once you log in, you can save your new password. I'm giving the new password here. So click on submit. Now you can see the dashboard of Grafana. Sir, here what exactly this Grafana means? Grafana is an open source data visualization tool. Which tool? As well as monitoring platform that allow you to create the dashboard to visualize your. That means instead of running the queries to get the data, we can monitor the data from the Grafana. It is a popular choice of visualizing the time series data. And it integrates with the wide range of data sources like Prometheus, Elasticsearch, and InfluxDB. So these are extension. I'll tell what is the meaning of extension later. A user-friendly interface that allow you to create and customize the dashboard with the panel that display your data in variety of format. That means including of graph, gauges like this. So already we've seen data we can see on the plain format, and here you can see on the graph format. Here if you can go and see in the Prometheus, you can see on the table format and you can see on the. So in Grafana also we can able to see both formats. You can go for the graph format, you can go for the gauge, and you can go for the table. And with the help of the Grafana, you can also able to set up the alerts. So Grafana has the rich ecosystem to integrate with the plugin. That means if you want to integrate Grafana with Slack, PagerDuty, email to send notification, you can send. That means from the Prometheus, we can send notification, and through Grafana also you can able to send the notification. So basically Grafana is a powerful tool that visualize and monitoring your data. So this already we've seen. So let me remove this one. So instead of understanding all of this concept, go here and work with the synopsis. In the synopsis, I make it very clean for all of you. So Grafana is a data visualizing tool used to create your dashboard. So here we need to add data source. What is the meaning of data source? You know, from where you are getting the data. Sir, Grafana need to show the data, but how Grafana will get the data? There is a background process. If you go to the diagram here, see, initially I have something called as Prometheus. What I have initially? Tell me one thing, Prometheus is getting data. From where I am getting data from Prometheus? From, that means initially node exporter will send data to the Prometheus. And whatever the data you are seeing from the Prometheus, by running the queries, the same data you are going to see in the dashboard with the help of Grafana. That means node exporter will send input to the Prometheus, and Prometheus will send the input to the Grafana to see the data in the dashboard format. So your data source means from where you are getting the data. For Grafana, what is the data source here? Prometheus. That means from Prometheus only I am getting the data. So Prometheus will show the data but cannot create the dashboard. That is the reason we are using Grafana. In Grafana, coming to the dashboard, we can create our own dashboard. We can import the existing dashboard. So creating means entire dashboard you need to design from the code. But we don't do this one. Already in Grafana, we have some of the dashboards available for free of cost. We can use the dashboard and we can able to monitor our application. Yeah, templates, predefined templates. So we can integrate the Grafana with tools like PagerDuty, Slack, and email to get the notification, and the port number will be 3000. So by default, whenever you install Grafana, Prometheus will not use username and password, but for Grafana, definitely we need to provide username and password. So default username and password will be admin. Here I already log in. So coming to the Grafana dashboard, the first thing you want to do is create the data source. Click on data source. What is my data source here? That means from Prometheus, I'm gonna get data to the Grafana dashboard. So here we need to give the public IP address and URL of Prometheus. Copy the public IP address here. until port number, give the data. So till here. Once you give data like this, now you can go and click on save and test. Sir, once you click on save and test, you can see build a dashboard. Or the same option you can see from the plus symbol. You can click on plus symbol, you can go for import dashboard. So guys, here already some of the predefined dashboards is available in the Grafana cloud. If you go to the Google and if you type Grafana dashboards, in the Grafana dashboard, you can go for Grafana Labs. Basically, you can create a Grafana cloud account and you can go for the Grafana Labs. Okay, you can see sign in option. Are you seeing it's one? So basically, you can create your own account actually, but it is not required as of now. So I can go here. For example, if you want to monitor this dashboard, there is a code available for it. Or no, sir, I want this dashboard. There is a code. For each and every dashboard, what exactly you want to use? We are going to have two primary things. One is data source, second one is the ID. For example, I want to monitor my Linux server. What I want to monitor? Go and search for Linux. The moment if you search for Linux here, automatically whatever the dashboard you are getting now, so these are used to monitor the Linux servers. So now, for example, sir, I find that this particular dashboard is looking very, very impressive. So what I can do, I want to the same dashboard. Click on here. If you click on here, now you can go ahead and see what is the ID of dashboard? 86. And what is the data source here? Jabix. What is the data source here? That means if you want to use this dashboard, we need to have the Jabix. Do you have Jabix? So we can't use it. So guys, while selecting the data like dashboard, you need to make sure your data source will be configured. Currently, what is the data source I configured? Prometheus. So I want the dashboard with Prometheus data source only. So in that case, you can go to the data source and select here Prometheus. What I can select? P. So in the Prometheus section, you can go and you can see you have this dashboard. You can use this one. And coming to the panel, you can use whatever the panel you want. So here in the Prometheus, go in search for Linux now. Oh, wait. So you can see this dashboard only. But guys, already I know some dashboards here. So there is a dashboard with the help of ID 1860. For example, if I type 1860, this dashboard already I know. So you can monitor this particular dashboard with the help of this ID. This ID is 10204. What is the data source here? That means if I use this ID, I can be able to monitor. But before that, let me tell the basic dashboard that we need to use for Grafana. There is a dashboard with the 1860 ID. If you use this one, click on load. So click on the data source, go for Prometheus, click on import. Now automatically your dashboard will be loaded. I don't do anything. Just click on import. That's it. Is the database automatically loading or not, sir? Like dashboard. Am I doing anything here? No, just observe the dashboard for 1 minute here. Don't do anything. Just look at the dashboard. That's it. Are you seeing dashboard now? Currently, what is the CPU busy here? That means my CPU is only 0.8 consumed. And what is the RAM used here? 35. And what is the root file system used here? That means in my file system, that means totally I'm having 8 GB of EBS volume. In that 8 GB of EBS volume, and 30 GB got consumed. And how many CPUs I'm having here? And what is the EBS volume? And what is the RAM here? 1053. And how much, like from how many minutes my server is running here? 23. So you can see the complete information. Sir, if I want to see the information for every 1 second, see, for example, I want to see information for every 1 second of CPU usage. There is something called as panel. Are you seeing the panels here? See, for example, I want to monitor the CPU information. What I want to monitor? Go for CPU. See, if you place your cursor and if you give V is to maximize. We used to what? Sir, for every 1 minute, are you able to see data or not, sir? Here, by default, it is gonna set for every 1 minute. No, sir. If I want to monitor for every 1 second, so click for 5. And there is something called as auto refresh. Okay. If you enable auto refresh, automatically it is going to refresh for every 5 seconds. Now, if you want to enable the refresh manually, you can click on this one. Automatically it is going to refresh. Now, if you can go and see. So coming to this dashboard, so this is the value actually what you need to focus on. And same value you can see it here. So system is consuming 0.1% of CPU. How much of CPU? And coming to users, currently users are consuming 0.5 CPU. And coming to the next part here, you can see input output weight. It is consuming 0.08. And coming to the last year steal operation, it is going to consume here 0.7. So like this, I can see how much of CPU is consuming for my process. For every how many seconds? By default, it is going to set for 5. And if you set for auto, it is going to get here for every 1 minute, it is going to automatically refresh the dashboard. But if I set 5 here, for every 5 seconds, it is going to refresh the dashboard automatically itself, like that. Again, if I want to minimize, I need to give here B. Sir, similarly, I want to check the memory information. Memory means RAM here. Place your cursor and go for B. B is to maximize. In my server, currently my application is using 137 MB. How much of MB? You can check your cursor here. And how much of page tables I'm using here? 6 MB. And coming to the slab memory, I'm using 59.6 MB. And coming to the cache, how much of cache I'm using here? Cache 484. So like this, I can see the complete RAM information. So like this, sir, I want to see the disk information. Disk means our EBS volume. So place your cursor and go for V. Are you seeing the disk information here? Totally, I'm having 8 GB of EBS volume, but root GB is consuming how much of volume? So my root volume is taking around 2.4. Why? Because it is going to store the operating system. Okay. So like this, I can monitor the CPU information, I can monitor the memory, and I can monitor the RAM also. So in this way, I can be able to monitor my complete application and complete server and complete service also. So is the monitoring clear for all of you know? I'll tell that one. But before that, is exploring the dashboard clear for all of you? Online, can you please confirm is the exploring of dashboard clear for all of you or not? So funny, I'm gonna come to your point next one. Okay, don't worry about it as of now. So if it is clear, I'll take couple of minutes of break. Why? Because my throat is like paining heavily. Why? Because since from last 1.5 hours, I'm speaking continuously for previous batch. Just give me couple of minutes. I'll drink some water on it. Just wait. Okay, fine. So guys, now here you can go and check the dashboard. So in this way, you can be able to monitor. For example, sir, if any changes happen to the server, is it going to replicate to the dashboard? Means of course it will replicate. So currently what I'm going to do is I'm going to have some stress for my server. Currently, if you go and check, just come out of it here by using V. If you give V, you will be coming out. Previously, what is the CPU busy? 0.8. But what is the value now? Previously, system load is 0. But what is the value now? 27. And previously, system RAM consumed is like 35 to 36. But it is 36.3 now. What I'll be doing is, intentionally, I'm going to add some load to my server. Already, if you want to add the load, what we need to use here? Stress. What we need to use? Where we use stress command previously? Stress command I shown you once in the class. Where we have seen. Again, system load is dropping. Now it is 15. Previously it was 16. Now it was 15. Now it came to, again wait for 5 seconds. It will come back. It came to, that means within the real time, it is showing the metrics or not, sir? Why? Because I'm not using the server. I just kept it off. But intentionally, if I use server vigorously, now again the load is going to be happen. So now what exactly I'm going to do is, I'm going to use stress on my server. So how to use stress on my server means use the command stress, but by default this command need to be installed. So stress. By default this command need to be Amazon Linux extras. M will not work. M means Amazon Linux install stress -y. It is the command. So again this command I have given here in the class itself, or is in the command here. Amazon Linux extras install. Sorry, first of all I need to use EPEL. Then I need to use stress. Wait. So EPEL stand for extra package for enterprise Linux. Okay, if you download that one, then only stress command will work for you. So now use M install stress-y. So now if you can go and give the command stress before executing the stress, currently what is the value? 54, but previously 14, 13, 12. And RAM used, previously it was 35, but now 71. CPU, previously it was just 1.3, but now it is. That means the values are changing in a real time or not, sir? But if I give stress now, automatically what exactly you are going to see is the complete values are going to be changed drastically. So I'm using this command and I'm putting the stress for rest of the 60 seconds. Now go ahead and see how the values will change now. I'm not doing anything. I just left the screen here. Now see. Values increasing or not, sir? What is the value now? 149. Wait for some time. It will go for 200. Again, it will go for 350 now. Is it going or not, sir? That means intentionally I'm using stress here. Why? Because in real time, whenever multiple users are using the application, we are going to get the load. But here we don't have multiple people to use the application. So I'm installing stress manually. But in real time, this stress will come from the user access. Is it happening or not, sir? Entire values are changed. So when the system load got more than 100%, automatically I'll get an email. But now what is the value? So definitely I need to take my laptop and I need to go to the server and I need to check the issue. What is the issue? But in real time, this stress will come like this. For example, I have an application called Amazon. In Amazon, we have a sale running. So if I click on Amazon, like me, there are some millions of users using the application. So when millions of people using the application, automatically background what is going to happen means stress will come like this. Automatically values will change. So server is going to be shut down now. So whenever the values are increasing, so I'll be going to get an email. So now my 50, here the time I have given is for 60 seconds. Now after my stress got completely done, now you can check the values will be dropped. What is the value now? 570. Previously it was 700. Now again wait for some time. It will come back to 50 now. CPU currently is 20, but it is going to come back to 1 or 2%. Wait for some time. I'm not doing anything here. I'm just leaving my hands to the console. So if you go and change, is the values dropping or not, sir? Yes. So in this way, in real time also, whenever the multiple people are accessing the application, so this is what exactly going to happen in the background. So stress will be increased. Whenever stress will be increased, we'll be getting the notification also like that. So again, after users use that Amazon application, now they book the order. I mean, like they are booking the product. Now after booking the product, are they going to use the application one more time? They'll come back and stress is going to be released like this. So previously from 750, the values will come from now 140. Now wait for some time. It will come back to completely 20, 30, 40, 50 like that. This is the way. So this is the way how you are going to monitor the system load of a server. But here, if you understand, guys, whatever we monitor, everything we monitor the main server only. See, I install Prometheus, Grafana, and Node Exporter on my monitoring server. Where I install my monitoring server. But I am monitoring the main server only. But in real time, we will not monitor the main server. We are going to monitor the worker nodes. What we going to monitor? Sir, if you want to monitor the worker nodes, how we are going to monitor it? The process will be very easy. Create the worker nodes, install node exporter. That is the only process. So what I'm doing is, I'll be going to the console and I'm creating 2 worker nodes. So how many nodes I'm creating? 2. But for these worker nodes, I'm giving 20 GB. Why? Because I want to show the differentiate between the monitoring server to worker nodes. Okay. And for worker nodes, I'm taking T2 micro. Of course, T2 medium also you can take. Whatever you want, you can take. Okay. But the reason why I'm selecting this one is to show difference from main server to worker nodes. Click on launch instance. Oh, wait. I think I need to diagnose Amazon queue. So basically in this region, now it is not allowing me to go for more than one server. With T2 medium. Wait, I'll go for T2 micro only. Array yaar. Basically, I need to send a request to Amazon. Why? Because here sometimes what happen, if you are using the servers vigorously, so it is not going to allow you to more than use one CPU. The limit will be one CPU only. So now what I want to do is I want to request them to adjust this one. Or like what I can do is wait. I can go and select the T2 Nano. Array yaar. Create. Even though if you create one by one, what is happening, it is allowing only one CPU. Already one CPU we are having for main server. Na? It is telling that the instance you launched failed because you have a requested instance type that required more virtual CPU capacity than your current limit of EC2. EC2 account limits are in place to ensure distribute the compute resource among all customers. Now, in this case, what you're going to do is you need to go to this form and you are going to fill something here. Let me show you. Again, this kind of issue are going to face in the practical part, but the better thing is here you got it in the live session. So I'm going to tell you how to resolve this one. If you place the URL here, it's not about the image, Pujta. So increase the service quota. Service what I want to increase is easy to instance. So go for the region. Region is US East 1, Northern Virginia. So primary instance type. So we are using instance type here. T series, right? So you need to go and give the T series, all T series here. Okay. New quota value 2. I'm using. Click on submit. I want to use 2 CPUs for my work. So in this way, you are going to increase the limits. Okay, give me a second. So now here you can go and you can respond like this. Why? Because sometimes what happens, these people are going to restrict the values. If these are going to restrict the values, we cannot use them. So if I try to create now, launch instance, I'm going to launch one server now as of now. So this is my worker one. Image doesn't matter. Whatever image you want, you can select. So T2 micro, keep a normal keeper with availability zone, default and all traffic, launch. Is it launching now? Why it is not launching? Means still the support is on pending status. Which status? You can see the progress is still in work. So we need to wait for some time. So till then we cannot create the worker nodes. That is the this class only for your batch. I don't know why. Whenever I take class on the this particular room, na, I'll get issue. That is only for your batch. Any problem? Sometimes the codes are not working, even though everything is fine. Sometimes AWS console is not working. Sometimes Jenkins is not working. I don't know. Somebody might done a black magic for this room. I think so. From your batch only, yeah. So funny is telling Ma Karma sir. Even same feeling funny. Why? Because there is a lot of time wasting due to these issues only. This will take some time, guys. It won't replicate immediately. We need to wait for some time. Yeah. I don't use other region. We can use other region. That was completely fine. But let me terminate this one. The main thing that if I want to use other region again, I need to set up everything from the scratch. Okay, let's go for Mumbai. I already given the reply push. So this time I launch 3 servers at a time. Okay, let me check. Number of servers will be 3. One is monitoring and 2 of them are worker nodes. So by default in this region, I do have keeper here, Vijay Mumbai. Yeah, I have this keeper, luckily. Uh, here also the same thing. I know this will happen. So we cannot do anything. So I have raised a ticket. Let's see tomorrow we can able to create or not. So that's fine. What we can do is we can go and explore some different dashboard. Currently, this is the dashboard what I'm using. But apart from this dashboard, you can also monitor some other dashboard which is below codes. You can go and check here. What is the other dashboard is 1650. So if you go and give this dashboard, see, click on plus symbol, click on import dashboard and give the ID. It is my dashboard ID. If you give this 1650, so what you can get is you can get some different dashboard here. Let me show you. See, depends upon this codes, you will be getting n number of dashboard. Depends upon your flexibility. You can monitor the application or service or server on any of the dashboard. And again, now the server is starting slowly responding. Remote this, huh? Arey man, this is very dumbest thing actually. I was waiting why it is not responding, but I only removed this one. Acha, fine. So we cannot do anything about it. So now let's go for queries part till now. Basically, I need to cover some other part, but it's okay. Basically, I can take some other account and I can tell everything, but it is gonna make you difficult for you. I don't want the difficulty for you. Of course, even though if it will take some other time, I'll take some additional class for it. Fine. So now, if you are having any queries on today's session, you can ask me. Installing the Grafana and monitoring the dashboards of servers. Ah, you can get a email. There is a SMTP server. What you gonna set up in that SMTP server? You can trigger the emails actually. Is it raining outside? Good. It's clouded, yeah. Ah, we can check. I think this will not set up any server. So it's waste to create any server here. Let me do one thing. First of all, let me upload the notes for you because last day also I forgot to upload the notes. I'll upload the notes and I'll speak with you first of all. Okay. So it is your notes. It is today's session. So in today's session, like in today's notes, I'm giving the last class also. Are you seeing init container sidecar here? This is the last class session only, right? Both I'm giving here. Basically, I saved the notes. I think I uploaded also. Let me check whether I upload or not. No, it's not uploaded. But I missed it, I think so. So now it's got uploaded. Okay, you can check it now. Just verify and tell me no. Meanwhile, how to create the GitHub portfolio? Yes, correct, correct. So we can save some time by telling this one. So guys, I'm gonna tell you how to create the GitHub portfolio for you. So if you go to my GitHub, Raham Sheikh 007. So it is my portfolio. You can see here, like all these, you are getting this multi-language repository points, followers, stars. You are getting this right, and you can see the connect with me, and you can see the languages, and like how this is all predefined means we have the predefined templates actually. The first thing you want to do is, first of all, you need to create a repository in your GitHub account with your name also. I'll show it for you. So basically, so click on sign out. So basically, it is my other student account. So I'm gonna create it for her. So in the your profile, okay, let me show it for you. So click on sign out. So if I click on sign in, tell me any of your email, I'll create the portfolio for you. Anita Aluri is there, na? Password is same or like you changed? Please enter the password here. You can come. Okay, you need to come for fine. Send it. Wait, where it is? Yeah, I got it. Username is same, huh? The password is missing. Incorrect. Small in, huh? You've given capital A here. No, it's working. So verify. Reset the password quickly. Wait, instead of doing this, like, let me tell some other user and password. I'll create for you. Hmm? Hmm. Okay. Uh, I think you have already. Like, I want some other. Sandeep, KO, DA, PA, 61, Remishore fan, 619. How many of you remember Rey Mysterio? Rey Mysterio. No, no, Rey Mysterio. Man, WWE fan is very famous for 619. You can type. Caps is off. In childhood, there is a punch for him like 619. That is very, very famous for WWE actually. Sandeep, wait. Tell me the code. 4366 2 4. So guys, see here. For example, if you are having the GitHub profile like this, the first thing you are going to do is click on create new repository. The repository name will be your username. What is the username here? Sandeep KO DAPA KA 619. See, definitely your repository name will be your username only. You cannot give some other thing. And here you can see add readme file. Are you seeing this one? So click on repository. So in the readme file, whatever you put, that is going to tell, that is going to show on the profile here. In the readme, hi all, I am Sandeep. Okay, I'm just committing this one, just normally. If I commit this one, so this is the thing what I can see on my profile. So if I go for my profile here, in this profile, I can be only able to see this one. But here, what is the major thing is here, whenever if you're adding the readme file, so first of all, you need to go to the browser and type here, GitHub readme file generator. Go to here. In the readme file generator, you can select any one of the simulators. These all will be the simulators actually. Go for the first simulator here. So I am Sandeep. Okay, I'm a passionate DevOps engineer from India. I am working for currently. Are you working anywhere? No. So you can see I am currently learning DevOps on Naresh IT. Where you are learning, and I am looking to collaborate with organizations to work with them. Okay, and I'm looking for help. Or like if you want to give, you can give, or otherwise you can remove this one. And I'm looking for help with DevOps guidance. Okay, so I'm currently learning DevOps methodology or DevOps tools. Put DevOps tools or DevOps tools and AWS services in AWS cloud. Okay. Next, how to reach me. Here you can put your email, you can put your GitHub ID, and you can put not GitHub ID, you can put LinkedIn ID, or you can put whatever you want. So programming languages, if you don't know anything, select at least one. For select Go programming language, of course you don't know, that's completely fine. Coming to front-end development. So whatever you know, select them. So I know here React.js, for example. For example, I'm selecting, okay. Backend development, I don't know anything, it's fine. Mobile, I don't know. AML, I don't know. So coming to database, guys. For DevOps, database will be very mandatory. I will recommend you to learn database from the YouTube tutorials. No need to take any kind of separate course. So select here MySQL and data visualization. What you are learning here? Grafana. So this will be the other visualization tools. So coming to DevOps, you know AWS, you know Docker, you know Jenkins, Vagrant we are not using. So coming to Bash, it's a terminal. Kubernetes, you know. So this will be the things what you are going to use. Okay, like that. So like this, you can select whatever you know from the console. So here you can select what exactly you know. So testing, I don't know anything. Software, I don't know anything. So completely fine. So coming to next year. So others, so do you know Linux? Yes, you know. Do you know Git? Yes. And coming to like Arduino, you don't know Arduino. So coming to your social media platform, you can give the GitHub username. GitHub username will be, let me copy paste. Because this is very long name actually. This is the GitHub username. I can come back here and I can paste the username here. So here later you can give Twitter username if you have. And so coming to here LinkedIn username. If you have LinkedIn username, you can give it. So I'm giving this name as of now, but you can change it later, Sandeep, if you have GitHub. Do you have Git like LinkedIn? What is the username? You are checking now, eh? Okay. So if you have Medium platform, you can give Medium platform, and you have Instagram username. So you can give the IG also Instagram username. That's completely fine. So like this. What is the username? Sandeep? Okay, 619 is not there. Huh? And what is the Instagram ID? This one only, right? So here, if you have YouTube channel, you can put, if you have Hashnode, if you have HackerRank, if you have Lead Code, these will be the platforms where you can use to optimize your technical skills. And lastly, in the add-on, so click on select all of them for enrichment, okay? Of course, you don't know what is them, select them. So click on lastly, add readme generator. Now you can get some code. After getting the code here, now you can, so for preview, in the preview, you can see your dashboard like this. Are you seeing the dashboard now? So if everything is fine, everything is looking good for you. So go back to the edit. If everything is looking fine, now you can click on add readme generator. So you need to copy this code, guys. Are you seeing the copy markdown here? Copy this one, and here this thing you need to place on the readme file. Here you're gonna place here in the readme. Go here and remove all the stuff here. Just paste it and save it. Now the moment if you save it, now go back to your user ID. Are you able to see it? No, sir. Why, sir? Why I'm not able to see it? Means I'll tell you one thing. Currently, you are adding in the drop down. Here, it's not the thing where you need to add. So go for the main README file. In the main README file, okay. Here, edit this file. Provide it for you. So click on commit the changes. So in the main simulator, you can see. So you can go for preview. Preview means you can see like this. Okay. So come back to the user profile. In the profile, is it visible for you now? So still why it is not visible? We given everything, right? So if you can go ahead and check, Sandeep, is this repository correct? Like username. Wait. Let me go to the profile page. I was checking here. Is this username correct one, right? 619, fine. So now I'll be going back to the profile page here. In the profile, You can see this one, but it is not visible. Click on edit profile. You can add your bio and everything, but it need to visible here. Let me do one thing. This repository in the readme file, I have added everything fine only. Wait, guys. This need to be visible like this. Readme.md. See, in my case also, you can see readme.md is there. In there also, I have given this one. But why it is not replicating here? Let me upload some profile picture for you. Again, I need to. Huh? No. For him, you need to get right. Full setup means. That's what I'm telling. So basically, I need to get the profile picture here. Like Sandeep, again, I lost you. Come here one more time. Sandeep. Is that username correct? So basically, their profile picture is not there actually. Let me add the profile picture. Enter the password. And the thing is, you have only one repository, Sandeep. So try to fork my repositories. At least you need to have 10 repos in your profile. Okay. So as of now, I'm gonna put some dummy profile for you. So click on your profile. So currently you don't have any profile picture. Click on edit profile. So here you can see change avatar, edit, upload a photo. So here I'm just uploading some random one. The downloads, I have the profile picture. I have my profile picture. Let me upload mine. So if I go and check here, now this is gonna change the profile picture of Sandeep. It's not a good one. Wait. In the downloads. Oh, this profile picture is need to be less than 1 MB. Yeah? It will work now. So this, you need to set the profile picture like this. Let me check with my profile. So after that, here name will be like Sandeep. I'm giving bio, passionate. Already here I'm having now. So here I can go a passionate DevOps engineer. This you need to enable here in the bio section. So pronounce, you need to give he, and URL you can use. So you can give the social media platform. So as of now, you can give it later. I'm not giving anything here. Okay. So click on update the profile. Now the moment if you update the profile, click on your profile. Still it is not replicating. Like I was wondering like where is the mistake went? No, here if for the README file it is coming, but it need to come to the main folder actually. In main path we need to get it. For my account, if you go and see, I have my repository here, Rahamshek007. See, it is my repository only. So in my repository, the branch is main. Here also you have the branch is main, and you have the readme.md file. Here also I have the readme.md file. Everything I put here on the, oh wait. Everything you can go and check. Here also have the readme.md, but it is not replicating for him. That's what I'm wondering. But again, the same properties you can see for my account to his account, but your one is not working as per my expectation. Wait. Your profile. In the profile option, this is correct only, but let me do one thing. You also try the same process. If it is not working for you, like I think same process you tried, right? But for something, Sandeep, for your account, it is not working. Again, black magic might be. But okay, guys, this is the way how exactly we are going to create. But for unfortunately here for Sandeep, it's not working for him. So you try and check. If it is not working for you, I'll explain this one more time on tomorrow's session. Okay then, so that's it for today. So guys, the process whatever you done is correct only, but for Sandeep account due to some reason it's not replicating, but you also do the same process, like however I said for you. Anil, already I sent the yesterday notes also, Anil. You can check it. Okay then, still any queries from your end online or offline? Okay, so then it's fine for today. So let's connect on tomorrow's session with some new topic. Have a great day. Bye. Thank you.